the second baseman, number 3, Cooper Bradbury. The designated hitter, number 5, Jake Carroll. The third baseman, number 24, Gunnar Hudson. The catcher, number 25, Devin Nicholson. The shortstop, number 34, Marcelo Aguirre. The center fielder, number 21, Brendan Tauber. Two runs, two hits, no errors, two men left on the top of the first.
You're like waking in the morning by a mountain.
Is a local, family-owned company that can help you maximize your fuel dollars with safe and affordable options. They have tanks, can get parts, and provide reliable delivery by people that have lived here and been in the business for years. So you never have to worry. Contact Garden City Propane today to find out more.
Lewis Automotive Group in Hayes, Dodge City, Garden City, Liberal, and Topeka treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. They know you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, they enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow Lewis to demonstrate their commitment to excellence. They encourage you to browse their online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. You can also request more information about a vehicle using their online form. For more information, go online to buylewis.com, where you always get it for less.
Welcome back to Williams Stadium. Aaron Elam, Coach Kirk Brown here with you. As Garden City gives up 2 runs in the top of 1. They trail 2-0 to Pratt here as we get ready to go to the bottom of 1. Up for the Bronc Busters will be Michael Wright, Ryan Munez, and Tyler Barth.
Well, Coach, it's what we talked about with the pitching, and we were talking during that last inning about being able to execute the pitch. We said, that's what he needs to do is execute the pitch. You take away that one pitch, and this might be a 0-0 ball game, and we leave, 3 or 4 guys, 3 guys stranded on the base. So,
going back to the last time I seen Petrowski throw, the same situation. He gave up a bunch there in the first inning. That was in that 10-0 loss to Butler early in the season. So, anyway, only gives up 2 there in the first. Again, no big deal if you're Garden City. Garden City's been proven to be, really offensive this year. It's just, they struggled there on the mound. Michael Wright will lead us off here with the foul ball. Michael Wright is 6'1", 195-pound sophomore out of Atlanta, Georgia. Batting .358 on the season. He's got 4 home runs, 19 RBIs. He's scored 16 runs this season, has 6 stolen bases. You like to get a guy like Wright on board. Swing and a miss, 0-2 the count now on Wright. There's one fouled right back at us. And Wright will stay alive. No balls, 2 strikes the count. Here's the pitch from Cudd. That one breaks inside for ball 1. Like a slider, left-handed slider coming across the plate the way that one broke across there. Just missing on the inside edge. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3 on the swing. They said he went. Wright will strike out and sit down. So first strikeout of the ball game for Cud. That'll bring up Brian Muniz. Strike one. First pitch from Muniz. 5'9", 185-pound freshman out of Aurora, Colorado, Cherokee Trail High School. Next pitch called strike two on Muniz. So 0-2 the count on Muniz. And I'm telling you what, Cud is putting him in the zone, Kirk.
Yes, sir. He is pounding the zone, as we would say right now.
See what he wants to do here with an 0-2 count. Goes upstairs for ball one.
Working primarily on the outside edge is where Cood wants to work, both on right and on Muniz. So he's just wanting to work that outside.
There's a shot to the second baseman, Cheatwood. Cheatwood comes up with it, bobbles it, now picks it up and throws. Said he got back on the bag, kind of pulled the first baseman up there a little bit for out number two. So Muniz go 4-3 for out number two. That'll bring up number 7, the first baseman, Tyler Barth.
Number 7, Tyler Barth.
So we'll see what he does here with lefty-on-lefty action.
Barth, a 6', 205-pound freshman out of Florence, Colorado, Pueblo West High School. 365 on the season, has 1 home run, 11 RBIs. First pitch from Cud. Stays down low. Ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. That's only the 3rd ball that Cud has thrown here in the ball game, compared to a strikeout and a 4-3 ground out. Here's the pitch. That one upstairs on Barth. He lays off of it. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes to count on Barth, as he ought to be looking for something to drive here. As you'd think that Cud's going to come to the zone. Cud tries to stay down low. That one bounces away for ball 3. 3-0 the count.
He's trying to work Barth outside, so we got lefty on lefty. He's trying to work him outside. And
stays inside right there for ball 4. So Barth draws the first walk, and we'll have a runner on first.
He was just struggling with that. I mean, the right-handed batters, he was able to work those guys outside really easy. Throw the left-handed batter in, and he can't. He's trying to make that adjustment to get to the other side of the plate, and he's just struggling with that. As you can see, we threw 4 straight balls in a row.
That'll bring up Miguel Ramos. Miguel, 5'11", 200-pound sophomore out of Wichita, Kansas. There's a grounder to shortstop, Aguirre. Aguirre picks it up, fires to second for out number 3. So that'll go 6-4 for out number 3. And the Broncbusters will go down on no runs, no hits, on no errors, and they trail 2-0 as we head to the top of 2. Let's take a 60-second break, and we'll come right back. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Broncbuster Baseball on 99.9 The Rock.
With temperatures that have been so cold, Robinson Furniture in Garden City wants to warm things up so you can be ready for that spring furniture facelift at great savings. It's a store-wide sale. Everything will be marked on sale, and on top of that, we will warm things up even more with extended financing of up to 60 months with 0% interest. Right now, take advantage of in-stock mattresses that are ready for delivery or pickup. It's been a long, cold winter, so head to Robinson Furniture and warm your home up with new furniture. And thank you for shopping with us.
With spring around the corner, it's time to put the craftsmanship of Quality Structures to work for you on your next building project. Whatever it is you've got planned, garage, hobby shop, ag, or equestrian, the experts at QSI will see it through from design to done. And during our annual spring sales event, you can take 3% off your entire post frame building purchase. Don't miss out. You have until March 31st to save big on your next project. Visit us at qualitystructures.com for more details.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Garden City trails Pratt 2-0. At the plate for Pratt, will be Mitchell Smith. Mitchell Smith looks at strike one, down low. Here's one, driven high in the air. Right, goes back, gets underneath it, and makes the play in center field for out number one. So Mitchell Smith will fly out to center field for out number one of the inning. That'll bring up Pearson Dooling.
Number 4, Pearson Dooling.
Dooling, 5'8", 160-pound freshman out of Wichita High School. Offers to bunt. That one by him. Strike one. 9-hole hitter for Pratt. Left fielder. He's only played in 2 games. No batting average. Has called strike on the edge for 0-2. On Dooling. Be good to get a K here for Petchgrowski. Boy, I thought he did. Umpire didn't pull the chain, but a nice pitch by Petrowski. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count on Dooling. Another close.
Yep, tried to go high there. Set up the curveball maybe.
Net starting to blow a little bit, and flag starting to move out in the center field. As I look here at home plate, maybe a little swirling wind. Is that one outside for ball 3? 3 balls, 2 strikes, now the count on Pierce Dooling. See what Petrowski can do here. Comes, this one fouled straight back, and Dooling will stay alive. There's one foul down the third base line towards the dugout. And again, Dooling will stay alive. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count, 1 away here in the top of 2. Petrowski comes to the plate. That one fouled back. So Dooling.
So we've gone changeup, fastball. He's kind of pulling his sliders way off the plate to on the outside. And
ball 4. Well, that was a good at-bat by Dooling there as he continued to battle foul off strike until he finally got ball 4, puts him on. So a runner on first with 1 out. That'll bring us back to the top of the lineup, Carson Cheatwood. Dooling at first has no stolen bases on the season, but a big lead out there as I glance down towards first base. Here's the pitch for Petrowski. Called strike. Cheatwood reached on a base hit, his first at bat, then had a stolen base. There's a throw over, back in time is Dooling. Cheatwood's base hit was right at Muniz at second, just a high chopper, bounced it right in front of the mound, went high in the air, gave him enough time to get down the first base line. It's that pitch on the inside. Evens the count at 1-all. Petrowski comes set, runner goes high. Here's the throw down for Marlowe in time. Got him. So Dooling picked off at first. Picked off on the steal as he attempted to go for out number 1. Out number 2. Nice throw down there by Marlowe. Good tag by Jamison. Garden City has got 2 away here in the top of 2. Here's the pitch from Petrowski. That one up and in. So 2 balls, 1 strike, the count now on Cheatwood. That one up and in, and Cheatwood draws a base on balls. Be the 3rd walk of the game for Petrowski. That'll put Cheatwood on at first. Again, Cheatwood 5 stolen bases now on the season, so always a threat to run it first. There's a throw over. Nice job there by Barth, as that one was a little bit high. Barth brought it in.
The second baseman, number 3, Cooper Bradbury.
Cooper Bradbury at the plate. Bradbury reached on a base on balls and then later come around to score on the single by Marcelo Aguirre. There's one down low in the zone. 3 balls, 1 strike now, the count on Carson Cheatwood.
Yeah, I've got Petrowski now at 36 pitches for the second inning.
There's a throw over. Back in time is Cheatwood. Jake Carroll will be up as the runner goes. Here's a throw from Marlowe. This one way off the mark. Out into center field. Cheatwood will stay put. But Marlowe's throw to the left of the bag. And Cheatwood adds another stolen base to his stat line. Puts a runner in scoring position now with 2 out, 2-1 count on the batter, Bradbury. Petrowski comes set. Here's a line shot into left field as Wright comes over and makes the catch in left for out number 3. So Cooper Bradbury lines out to the left fielder Wright
No runs, no
to
hits,
end the
no
inning.
errors, and 1 man left on at the top of the second.
So on the top of the second, no runs, no hits, no errors. As we head to the bottom of 2, up for Garden City will be Will Gardner, Jeff Marlowe, and Ibram Rodriguez. We're going to take a 60-second break. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Bronkbuster Baseball here on 99.9 The Rock.
You always dreamed about owning your first house or car or business, but you also had nightmares. Introducing the May Only My Good Dreams Come True policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
For details, contact Neil Hawley, agent at Neil Hawley Agency Incorporated. Call 620-275-6833 or stop by 1105 East Kansas Plaza in Garden City today.
You know it's expensive to own your own rototiller, power rake, or aerator, and then where do you store those lawn and garden items when you're done with them? Garden True Value Rental has the answer. Rent all the items you want for all those lawn and garden jobs and let Garden True Value store them. If there's a repair problem, then Garden True Value will take care of it. Use that extra storage space in your garage or shed or other things and save your money by renting from Garden True Value. So buy what you want and rent what you need.
Welcome back to the ball field. Aaron Elam, Coach Kurt Wright. What did I just say? I just called you Coach Wright. Coach, that was my high school football coach. Coach Kirk Brown here with us.
I don't know. Coach Wright might come up here and put a whooping on you now.
Ball called here as Will Gardner, the right fielder, steps in. Gardner, 6 foot, 195-pound freshman out of St. Albert, Alberta, Canada. 319 on the season. He chops one up to the pitcher. Cud comes across, flips it over to first for out number 1. So Gardner goes 1-3 for the first out. That'll bring up the catcher, Jeff Marlowe.
The catcher, number 30, Jeff Marlowe.
Well, in that last inning, Coach, I thought Petrowski settled in a little bit. You know, we kind of had a couple of walks there, but, you know, we cleaned him up. We got the guy on stealing second base, which is a good out, you know, and then we got a couple of just a fly out, just routine plays. And, you know, if he can kind of settle in and kind of do that kind of work, I think we'll be all right.
Marlowe out of Flower Mound, Texas, files one high down the first base line. First baseman Smith going over, and that one's going to fall foul. Jeff Marlowe, a freshman out of Flower Mound, Texas, Flower Mound High School, 289 on the season. He has 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. Right-handed batter. versus left-handed pitcher. 0-1 the count on Marlowe after the foul ball. 1-1 the count, because that one stays outside.
Yep.
Called strike. Ooh. 1 ball, 2 strikes, one that I didn't agree with from up here, but I'm a long ways away. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, now the count on Marlowe. There's a dead ball as Marlowe's going to reach on a hit by pitch. Took that one right off of the shin guard. That'll bring up the third baseman, number 26, Ibram Rodriguez.
The third baseman, number 26, Ibram Rodriguez.
Rodriguez out of San Juan, Puerto Rico. 5'11", 185 pounds. With a runner on first is Marlowe. Marlowe with no stolen bases on the season. There's a shot down the first base line. That one's bending foul out of play. Of course, Irod been a staple here at Garden City for a couple years now, starting third baseman last year. There's one, another foul back. No balls, 2 strikes. Cud looks in. Here's a pitch. That one down the first base line. Bend in, stay fair, and it doesn't. Just foul for Ibram Rodriguez. Shot like that right there might have scored Marlowe from first. There's a shot to the second baseman over to the shortstop. Got him on both ends. They might check that one at first. I'm not for sure if he was on the bag, but the umpire said he was, so I guess it'll stick. So double play for Pratt, and we'll head to the bottom of top of 3. Garden City trails 2-0.
We go to the top of the
We're going to take a 60-second break, and then we'll come right back. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Bronc-Buster Baseball on 99.9 The Rock.
For the future years to come. But for us to do that, I want you to stop by D&H Homes on East Highway 50 and let us actually show you the difference before you make that final decision.
When it's time for your vehicle service work, take it to Lot Motors in Dodge City. The technicians at Lot Motors are ASC certified and factory trained. Enroll in their oil change package for most makes and models and pay only $25 plus tax on your oil change. This includes 5 quarts of non-synthetic oil and a full inspection of your vehicle. Put your family's safety in the hands of a service department who won't settle for anything less than the best. Lot Motors, your largest Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram truck dealer in all of Western Kansas, under the Great American flag in Dodge City.
Harley, good job on catching that football. You really took one for the team with that catch. Kind of like A&A Body Shop. No matter what is tossed their way with vehicles that need fixed up, they always work as a team and get it done. Score for A&A Body Shop. Hey Harley, let's see if we can grab some after-game snacks. A&A Body Shop, the best shop in town.
Home with the car liner, baby.
Aaron Elam, Kirk Brown back here with you at Wright Stadium as Garden City trails Pratt 2-0. Jake Carroll at the plate for Pratt. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count on Carroll. We lost our internet connection there for just a second. Garden City, Rodriguez ended up grounding into a double play to end the inning for Garden City. So Garden City unable to put anything up in the bottom of 2. Steel trail 2-0 here. There's a shot into right field by Carroll. That one will get down as Gardner comes up with it and gets it back in. So Jake Carroll will be on with a base hit single. Nobody out. That'll bring up Gunnar Hudson.
Number 24, Gunnar Hudson.
Hudson reached in the first on a base on balls. Eventually worked his way around to a third. There's a throw over to first. Back in time is Carroll. Again, Hudson, a freshman out of El Dorado, Kansas. 292 on the season. He does have 1 home run. As he offers to bunt, called strike. No balls, 1 strike to count on the third baseman, Hudson. Jake Carroll stands at first. There's a swing and a miss.
Good pitch there.
Was a good pitch. So Hudson in a hole now, 0-2. Paderowski's had several guys on the at the plate in this hole today. Just been unable to get that big third out as I look down my score sheet. Big, 0-2 single a minute ago. Scores the 2 runs that are on the board now. Had Cooper, Bradbury with the 2-0 count. Carson Cheatwood had 2 on him, just unable to get the final out. There's one on the outside edge, just missed. Bring the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. And I know with the 0-2 count, you don't want to bring any, you're trying to work the corners and stay on the outside.
Right. And I think, there's.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
The catcher, number 25, Devin Nicholson.
That should. That'll bring up Devin Nicholson.
So in that last play, we had, Hudson grounded over to the shortstop, and we got a fielder's choice to get the leadoff runner at second. And so now we've got Hudson on at first base, and we're working on Nicholson right now.
So Devin Nicholson, the counter, looks at a ball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count on Nicholson. There's the pitch, called strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count now on Devin Nicholson. 5'10" freshman out of Mays, Kansas. Again on first is Gunnar Hudson. There's a shot right back up the middle. Could be a double play ball as Muniz steps on the bag for out number 1, flips it across and gets Nicholson. So it'll be 4-3 double play, and that'll end the inning for Garden City. For Pratt in that inning, no runs on 1 hit on no errors as we head to the bottom of 3. Garden City still trails by 2-0. We'll take a 60-second break and come right back. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Bronc Buster Baseball on 99.9 The Rock.
America is at work, from farms to construction sites to factories. Millions of people operate tractors and heavy equipment every day to help keep America strong and growing. When operating dump trucks or equipment with booms or other extensions, watch out for overhead electrical lines. Make sure there's adequate clearance, because coming in contact with those lines could result in a tragedy. For more safety information, visit weci.net and click on the Safety tab. An important safety message brought to you by Wheatland Electric, delivering energy for life. Your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Whether you want to completely renovate your building or just need to repair your damaged doors, Morton Buildings has you covered. Morton Buildings has over 115 years of experience in the construction industry, which means we have completed a wide variety of repairs. And get this, even if it's not a Morton building, we are happy to provide repairs on any of your building's needs. Contact your local Morton office today at 620-275-4105.
Back here in the home half of the third, Mason Mitchell will lead off for Garden City.
Well, again, Aaron, we're talking, in the break, Petrowski's kind of settling in. He's doing his job. He comes out that first inning, throws 20-some pitches.
There's a called strike on Mason Mitchell. Yeah, no, I agree. Kind of settle in, and then we've seen that out of Petrowski. That's what we've seen last week. A couple of rough innings, and then he settles in, and then he's lights out. A big strikeout pitcher as that one's down low in the dirt.
But he's just gotten a little more efficient every inning that he's worked, and we've kind of kept him off the bases. That double play, perfect pitch. He had it low. Had a little breaking ball, just kind of drooped down, and the batter got on top of the ball, dribbles it over to shortstop. Boom, we get a 6-4-3 double play. Boom, we're out of the inning.
That pitch runs inside on Mitchell, brings the count to 2 balls, 1 strike on the center fielder out of Centennial, Colorado, as that one evens the count at 2-2. 326 on the season is Mason Mitchell. No home runs. He's got 11 RBIs, 12 hits on the season, 6 stolen bases. Got some speed if we can get him there as he goes to a 2-2 count here. Again, you see him choke up quite a little bit on the bat, get some control, see if he can get a base hit here. Not with that one, as that one's left outside and high. So brings the count to 3 balls, 2 strikes on Mason Mitchell. Here's the pitch. That one fouled back. Mitchell will stay alive. Nobody on, nobody out. 3-2 count here in the home half of the third. There's a pitch, ball 4. Mason Mitchell will be on with nobody out as Mitchell heads down to first, and that'll bring up shortstop Kyle Jamison.
Shortstop number 5, Kyle Jamison.
Kyle Jamison, 5'9", 170-pound freshman out of Pueblo, Colorado, Pueblo West. Mason Mitchell on first. See if the Bronc-Busters can get something going as Jamison looks at a ball up high. 1 ball, no strikes to count now.
Yeah, Coots kind of, he's not being as efficient as he was, first couple of innings. We're starting to see some balls, and we've got a guy on first base now.
That one fouled back to the screen. Mitchell got the attention of Cudd, swing and a miss by Jamison. One ball, 2 strikes to count now on Kyle Jamison. Again, Mason Mitchell at first. Here's a throw over. Mitchell back in plenty of time. Mitchell gets back again, another throw over. Mitchell a threat to steal. He's got 6 on the season. Swing and a miss, and Jamison goes down swinging. Second strikeout of the ball game for Cud.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael Wright.
That'll bring up the left fielder, Michael Wright. Michael Wright with the ability to get things going. See what he can do here with 1 out. So he looks at the pitch upstairs for ball 1. There's another one upstairs on Wright. 2 balls, no strikes. The count on Michael Wright. Again, Mitchell stands at first. Here's the pitch. As Wright goes, as Mitchell goes. Mason Mitchell in, no problem, with a stolen base. So Mitchell now moves into scoring position. A base hit from Michael Wright can put a run across the plate for the Bronc Busters. 3 balls, no strikes, the count here on Wright as he deals a swing and a miss. Not taken there. He was looking for something to drive all the way. Next pitch outside, and Wright will head down to first base. So Wright draws a base on balls. Now the Bronc Busters will have runners at first and second. Ron Muniz up. Muniz grounded into the grounded out to the second baseman, his first at bat.
So Coods starting off this inning, walk, strikeout, walk. And
there's another ball from Cud.
So we just got to be able to take advantage of this.
Only one away for Garden City. Runners at first and second here. As he looks at a strike to even the count at 1-1. If Muniz was to reach, we'd see Tyler Barth and the designated hitter, Miguel Ramos. 3-4 hitters in the lineup. Pitch down low to Muniz. Brings the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a throw back to second. Nobody there. There's a pitch. That one called strike. Evens the count at 2-all. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here on Ryan Muniz. There's one foul down the first base line, out of play. 283 hitter is Muniz. Again, Aurora, Colorado, Cherokee Trail High School. Got 12 RBIs on the season. Chance for another one right here. Swing and a miss. So Ryan Muniz will go down swinging. Round number 2. That'll bring up the first baseman, Tyler Barth.
Number 7, Tyler Barth.
Barth reached on a walk back in the first. .365 hitter, has 1 home run. 11 RBIs on the season. 2 away here in the bottom of the third as Barth looks at the ball outside. This is one of those guys, I look down the lineup, a situation like that, this is one I like to have up. Barth's been clutch throughout the year. 1 ball, no strikes to count on Tyler Barth. Here's the pitch. That one down low. 2 balls, no strikes.
I keep thinking Cood's going to give us one over the plate. He's kind of struggling to find the zone here in this 3rd inning, and I keep thinking he's going to dribble one into us.
You know, he's got that cutting, that kind of a cutting fastball, left-handed. You know, it wants to break across the plate. You know, a little different look there. Two balls, 1 strike to count here on Barth. Here's the pitch. That one bounced foul down the first base line. Count will remain, or excuse me, that'll even the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Michael Wright's on first for Garden City.
I would call it a 2-seam fastball. That's what I see him throwing.
Yeah. Mason Mitchell stands on second. This pitch outside off the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the count on Barth. As Barth draws the walk, that'll load him up for Garden City with 2 out. And the designated hitter,
number 39,
Miguel Ramos, at the plate. So bases loaded here, 2 out for the designated hitter Ramos as he looks at strike 1.
Got a great opportunity here, Aaron. We got to capitalize on this.
Miguel grounded out to the shortstop back in the 1st inning. So he looks at one inside, even to count at 1-all. Yeah, this is a rally you want to keep going here. A little 2-out rally. You know what the hardest out to get in baseball is, right?
Yes, sir, I do.
It's that 3rd. There's one Ramos thinks about it. Called strike by the home plate umpire. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now on the designated hitter. Here's the pitch. There's one driven at the second base. Picked up there by Chewood. He flips it over to second for out number 3. And Pratt gets out of the inning. Bases loaded, and Ramos goes 6-4 again for the 3rd out. Excuse me, that'll be 4-6 as Bradbury flipped that one over to Aguirre. So 4-6 on the out.
Pratt still leads 2-0.
So as we head to the bottom of the 3rd, Garden City still trails 2-0. We're going to take a 60-second break, and then we'll come right back. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Bronkbuster Baseball here on 99.9 The Rock.
With temperatures that have been so cold, Robinson Furniture in Garden City wants to warm things up so you can be ready for that spring furniture facelift at great savings. It's a store-wide sale. Everything will be marked on sale, and on top of that, we will warm things up even more with extended financing of up to 60 months with 0% interest. Right now, take advantage of in-stock mattresses that are ready for delivery or pickup. It's been a long, cold winter, so head to Robinson Furniture and warm your home up with new furniture. And thank you for shopping with us.
Hi, this is Tony Weedle with Hydro Resources. Now is an excellent time for maintenance, repair, or changes to your water well and pumping system. Was your pump vibrating, pumping air, down in capacity, pumping some sand, or not efficient? Has it been several years since it was serviced? Have it worked on now during the off-season so you're ready for next spring. Don't wait. Call the professionals at Hydro Resources at 620-277-2389 to discuss your need.
Marcelo Aguirre.
Welcome back to Williams Field here on the campus of Garden City Community College. Brockbusters trail 2-0 here in the top of the fourth. Due up this inning for Pratt will be Marcelo Aguirre, Brendan Tauber, and Mitchell Smith. As Aguirre looks at strike one. Another nice pitch by Petrowski.
He's doing a good job getting ahead of the batters. You know, we're how many times have we had him?
0-2, yeah.
You know, everybody in 0-2 counts.
Here's a pitch. This one inside, called ball one. Here's one driving straight up right field, right center, right going back. Can't make the catch. At right, finally turns around and gets it in. And Aguirre will be standing on second with a stand-up double. That'll bring up Brendan Tauber, center fielder.
Brendan Tauber.
Tauber grounded down to the shortstop. He's first at bat, back in the first.
You know, here's another example. We had him down 0-2, leave one in the middle of the plate, in the big part of the plate, and, you know, the ball gets driven on us to out to the right center gap.
Petrowski, 215, 6'2", 215 out of San Antonio, Texas. Nobody out here in the top of four. One up high. 1 ball, 1 strike to count now on Tauber. That pitch stays down low in the dirt. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Marcelo Aguirre stands at second after his double to deep right center. Nice block there by Marlowe on the ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Excuse me, 3 balls, 2 strikes. I missed one there.
3-1.
3-1. There's where I missed. 3-1 the count on the shortstop. There's a pitch, ball 4, and that'll load him up. Or excuse me, that'll fill the empty bay. Man.
The first baseman, number 15. Mitchell
Anyway,
Smith.
Runners at first and second. Mitchell Smith at the plate for Pratt. There's a bunt offer. This one high in the air down the first base line will fall foul for Mitchell Smith. Smith flew out to center field, his first at bat, back in the second. Petrowski turns. Everybody gets back, no throw to second. No balls, 1 strike to count on Mitchell Smith, the first baseman at the plate for Pratt. Here's a pitch again, offers a bunt, gets the bunt down. This one to the first baseman. Barth fires it over to Munez for out number 1, but that'll move the runners on over on the sack. For out number 1 in the inning. So 1 away and up is Pierce Dooling.
The left fielder, number
Pierce
4,
Dooling
Pierce
reached
Dooling.
on a base on balls back in the first and was caught stealing for the second out of the inning. 9-hole hitter for Pratt. As he looks at a call to strike. Dooling wears number 4 on his jersey. As he looks at a ball, evens the count up at 1-1.
Infield's in.
Yeah, you kind of hope maybe get you a double play ball here. We got time called at the plate by Dooling. Yeah, you kind of like to see a nice little grounder here, get you 2 and get out of this deal with runners at second and third. There's a drive down the left field line. This one hooking foul and does at the base of the wall. That one hit about 330 yards. Bounces foul.
Feet, dude, feet. 300
feet,
yards.
Yeah.
That'd be over to the sleep in over there.
Well, I mean, you never know. Nobody at home knew that until you brought it up. That would be a long ways, though, wouldn't it?
I can't even hit a golf ball that far.
There's a strike called, and Pearson Dooling goes down looking. We needed that one.
That was clutch right there.
The right fielder,
Needed
number
that
15, Carson Cheatwood.
So 2 outs, and that'll bring up the leadoff Carson Cheatwood, the right fielder. Cheatwood had a base hit back in the first, walked in the second. He's got a couple stolen bases. 2 outs here. Petrowski can get himself out right here. That one low and outside.
Just don't try to do too much.
Yeah, Petrowski has been, good at times. That one's staying outside for ball 2.
Pitch to contact. Let defense work behind you.
Muni's deep at second. Barth deep at first. Infield back now after the second out. And getting Pearson Dooling. Strikeout looking. Another one on the outside edge. 3-0. If Cheatwood was to reach, we'd see Cooper Bradbury, the second baseman. Bradbury walked and has flown out to the left fielder. Kind of like start the inning out with somebody dangerous as Bradbury. Get Cheatwood here. We're going to be ball 4. Not going to do it. So Cheatwood draws his second walk of the day.
The second baseman, number 3, Cooper Bradbury.
Bradbury will be the 6th batter that Petrowski's faced here in the 4th. We've got time. We're going to have a pitch and change. It looks like as Coach Finnegan comes out to the mound. I didn't even see who we had up down there, Kurt. Yeah, we're going to go to the bullpen. So, tell you what, let's take a 2-minute break, and then we'll come right back after the pitch and change with the new pitcher. Don't go anywhere. Garden City trails Pratt 2-0. You're listening to Bronkbuster Baseball on 99.9 The Rock.
You always dreamed about owning your first house or car or business, but you also had nightmares. Introducing the May Only My Good Dreams Come True policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
For details, contact Neil Hawley, agent at Neil Hawley Agency Incorporated. Call 620-275-6833 or stop by 1105 East Kansas Plaza in Garden City today.
Farmers Insurance Rodrigo Ruvalcaba Agency is proud to be a supporter of the Garden City Broncbusters, understanding your needs both with the business and personal challenges. Rodrigo is here to discuss options with you to get you only the coverage you need and none of what you don't. Farmers Insurance Agent Rodrigo Ruvalcaba, always here for you and supporting the community. See him at 503 Main Street. Go Broncbusters.
Welcome back to Williams Field. Garden City again trails 2-0. Bases loaded here. So we have a pitching change coming in for Garden City. Will be number 38, Shane Miller, 6'1", 225-pound freshman out of Bayfield, Colorado.
Big kid, side armor, right-handed.
Miller's pitched 2 innings this year, only 2 strikeouts. He hadn't given up any runs. 4 appearances. He's given up 2 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Is Shane Miller. So Pratt with the bases loaded. Aguiar, Tauber, and Smith, and Cheatwood on the bases for Pratt. This is the first pitch to Bradbury outside, ball 1. Garden City with 2 outs here in the top of 4. There's a called strike on the outside edge on Bradbury. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bradbury steps in. Miller comes set, checks his runners, comes to the plate. This one pops straight up in the air down the third base line. Catcher going over along with the third baseman, Rodriguez, and that one out of play. Bradbury, a freshman out of Fort Scott, Kansas. 368 batting average. Steps in with a 1-2 count, 2 out here, bases loaded in the top of 4.
Could use a strikeout right here.
Miller comes set. Here's a pitch, outside edge, evens the count at 2-all. Deuces wild for the Broncbusters. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded for Pratt. Miller comes set. Ball belt high. Here's the pitch. That one on the outside edge. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Cooper Bradbury here, payoff pitch, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Here in the 4th, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout by Shane Miller. So Miller sets him down. No runs will come across in the 4th.
Bases are left loaded in the top of the 4th.
So that'll go. No runs on 1 hit on no errors for Pratt. And again, the bases will be left loaded. Shane Miller comes in and gets the Broncbusters out of a tough inning. So as we head to the bottom of 4, Garden City still trails 2-0. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're listening to Broncbuster Baseball on 99.9 The Rock.
Here at American Implement, we're proud to be part of the communities we serve, and that's the reason we support local youth through scholastic activities like FFA, 4-H band, and sports. We firmly believe that the right activity can bring out the best qualities every child has to offer, and we wholeheartedly want to support and be involved with that. It's part of our responsibility as a good neighbor, and we're proud to call your community our home also.
Lewis Automotive Group in Hayes, Dodge City, Garden City, Liberal, and Topeka treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. They know you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, they enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow Lewis to demonstrate their commitment to excellence. They encourage you to browse their online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. You can also request more information about a vehicle using their online form. For more information, go online to buylewis.com, where you always get it for less.
Welcome back to Williams Stadium here on the campus of Garden City Community College as Will Gardner due up for the Broncbusters. Gardner looks like called a strike from Cudd. Will bounced down to the pitcher back in the second. 319 batting average for Gardner as he looks at one outside.
But, good inning last inning for Miller. I mean, he comes in, in a tough situation, 2 outs, runners on, executes the pitch. He runs to a full count, but he gets that pitch in there and gets that guy to strike out. Gets us out of the inning. That was awesome.
Gardner swinging a miss. Now they count 1 ball, 2 strikes. On the right fielder, Will Gardner. Here's a pitch, that one outside. Evens it up at 2-all. There's one foul down the third base line, out of play. Gardner will stay with 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gardner looks at called strike 3 at the shoelaces as Will Gardner will go down looking.
The catcher, number 30, Jeff Marlowe.
That'll bring up our catcher, number 30, Jeff Marlowe. Marlowe was hit by a pitch back in the second. Cudd continues to keep the ball low in the zone. That one missing for ball 1. The pitch called strike. Evens the count up on Marlowe. 1-all. No runs have been scored since the top of 1. Pratt put 2 on the board in the top of 1 since then. Been a pitcher's battle. Both teams have loaded the bases with 2 out, been unable to score. Marlowe, there's a line drive out into right center. This one's going to get down for a base hit as Tubber comes over and picks it up and fires it in. And Jeff Marlowe has a base hit. That'll bring up third baseman Ibram Rodriguez. Abram lined down grounded down into a 6-4-3 double play. His first time at bat.
Well, Coot finally left one over the middle of the plate that Marlowe could get some metal on, and we got us our base hit. Get us going here.
So Garden City 1 away with a runner on first. And Ibram Rodriguez at the plate. So he looks at the ball outside. Cudd, left-handed pitcher, looks right at Marlowe. Swing and a miss by Rodriguez. Evens it up at 1-all. Marlowe, no stolen bases on the season. I don't think he's a threat to go as we got time at the home plate. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Rodriguez. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Rodriguez. Only one out here. Mason Mitchell on deck for Garden City. Here's the pitch to Irod. Fouls that one off the plate. Count will remain 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Cuden. That one fouled straight back, out of play. Rodriguez will stay alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count on Ibram Rodriguez. Here's the pitch. There's the line drive up the middle. Gets to Cheatwood. Cheatwood can't get to it. Flips it underneath. And Marlowe is second as Cheatwood bobbled it out of his glove. Tried to flip it with his glove. Back to the shortstop, Aguirre, and couldn't get it. Marlowe was in, sliding safe. So now runners at first and second. 1 away.
The center fielder, number 14, Mason Mitchell.
They're going to give an error to Cheatwood. So that'll bring up Mason Mitchell. Mason Mitchell walked his first at bat, then stole a base. Now Mason with runners at first and second. Here's a pitch, that one fouled back. Pitch to Mitchell, swing and a miss. So Mitchell now 0-2. Only 1 away, runners at first and second. Marlowe stands on second. Rodriguez on first.
Choking up on the bat.
There's a high pitch. Ball 1.
Coach Elam is smiling.
I do. I like that. I like this 2-strike approach. That's always been one of my favorite things. Get choked up on the bat and just look to poke a base hit. We're not looking to hit a dinger here. So he looks at another one up in the zone to even the count at 2. Or even the count at 2-all. I try to tell the boys whenever I'm, and especially when you look up the scoreboard, you trail by 2. It still just needs to be base hit. Don't try to do it all with one swing. Here's a drive up the middle. That one right to the shortstop, Marcelo. He gets the out at second, but can't get the out at first as his throw's off the mark. So Rodriguez will be out at second on the fielder's choice.
The shortstop, number 5, Kyle Jamison.
That'll put runners on the corners as Marlowe will move over to third. On the sack fielder's choice. That'll bring up the shortstop, Kyle Jamison. Kyle struck out first time at bat. There's a pitch, runner goes. No throw down. So that'll move Mason Mitchell over to second. Kyle Jamison out of Pueblo, Colorado. 407 on the season. Here's a grounder down the third base. It's through. One run will come in and score. Around comes Mitchell, and he'll be in to score. We got a tie ball game as Kyle Jamison with a big double right down the third base line.
On the field, number 23, Michael Wright.
And that'll bring up the left fielder, Michael Wright. We've got a tie ball game, 2-all. Garden City ties it up in the bottom of 4. Mike Wright stands in as he looks at the ball up high. Nice piece of hitting there by Kyle Jamison. Again, took that one right down the line, and the third baseman, Hudson, just couldn't get to it. Wright fouls one off. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count now on Michael Wright.
Finally starting to see a little bit of activity down in Pratt's bullpen. Cood is sitting on about 80 pitches right now.
There's a pitch, another one outside, so 2 balls, 1 strike, the count now on Michael Wright. Wright, 6'1", 195-pound sophomore out of Atlanta, Georgia, 358 batting average, 4 home runs on the season. He's got 19 RBIs as he looks at another ball inside. 3 balls, 1 strike, the count now on Wright. Your leadoff batter. Jamison at second. There's a shot right at the shortstop under the glove of Aguirre. Here comes Jamison around. He'll score, and Garden City will take the lead for the first time today here in the 4th. Jamison comes around to score on the base hit by Michael Wright. That'll bring her up Ryan Muniz. Ryan grounded down to the second baseman back in the first, struck out his second time in the third. If Muniz was to reach, we'd see Tyler Barth. Called strike 1 on Muniz. There's a throw over. Back in plenty of time is Michael Wright.
It looks to me like they're going to let Cood finish this inning out.
Muniz 283 on the season. Looks at another one up high. One ball, 1 strike. The count on the second baseman, Ryan Muniz. Wright a threat to steal at first. Muniz outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Wright has 6 stolen bases on the season. There's another one up high. So Muniz now 3-1 count. 2 out. Here in the bottom of the 4th, Garden City's put 3 on the board so far, trying to put more. Again, if Muniz was to reach, we've got a time at the plate. If Muniz was to reach, we'd see Tyler Barth. Runner goes, here's a swing, bounce to the shortstop. Aguirre throwing across the plate, not in time. Ball past the first baseman. Michael Wright on his way to third. So Wright will move to third on the throwing error. Muniz will stand at second. Aguirre having to hurry that one out of his hand. He does let it go. Flew over the first baseman's head to the fence, and so the runners were able to move over. And Garden City now with runners at second and third with 2 out. And Tyler Barth at the plate. Coach out to visit on the mound here with Pratt. Again, Coach Brown talked about nobody up in the bullpen for Pratt, so they're going to have to stay with Cute here for a little bit. They might tell you, they might stall just a little bit and try to get. They got a guy up now.
Yeah, well, we don't have anybody on first base, so we can't do 5 pickoffs in a row. But they do have big right-handed pitcher up in the bullpen, number 40, Ryan Eglich. So we'll see if he can enter the game or if we see what we're going to do here.
8th batter this inning that Cud's faced. Get it out of my mouth in a minute. It's Tyler Barth ahead in the count here. 1 ball, no strikes. This one down low. 2 balls, no strikes. Now the count on Tyler Barth. Here's a pitch from Cuden. That one down in the dirt. 3 balls, no strikes. 3 balls, no strikes, the count on Tyler Barth. If Barth is to reach here, we'd see the designated hitter, Miguel Ramos. Barth, 365 hitter. So he looks at called strike 1. I think Barth was taken all the way right there.
Yes, he was.
And probably not one, though, that I'd want a guy swinging at anyway. So no harm, no foul there. That was just a good pitch by Cud. Cud brings it off and walks him. So Tyler Barth will reach on a base on balls, and that'll load the bases up. Michael Wright on third. Muniz on second. Tyler Barth on first. That'll bring up number 39, Miguel Ramos. Miguel grounded out to the shortstop back in the first, grounded out to the second baseman in the third. There's another pitch up high. Boy, just from up here, I mean, I can't tell. I'm not standing down there, but it looks like Cud's taking a lot off of it here, just trying to guide the ball into the zone.
Yeah, I think he's tired. He keeps looking over at the bullpen. I think he's wanting out. I mean, he's at 91 pitches right now. And there's 92.
That one down low misses for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. That's not what you want to see if you're Pratt and you're the designated hitter. Ramos up. Lefty versus righty match here at the plate again. Runners, bases loaded for Garden City. There's one fouled straight back, out of play for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now your count on Miguel Ramos. Here's the pitch. That one fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes now the count on Ramos. The 9th batter. Cud has seen this inning as he leaves that one up high for ball 3. Full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Runnels will be going on the pitch. Runners go. There's a swing and a drive to deep right center. Right fielder Cheatwood going back underneath it, makes the play. So Ramos flies out to end the inning. But Garden City doing some damage in the 4th as they score 3 runs on 4 hits on 2 errors to take the lead 3-2 here in the 4th. We're going to take a 60-second break, and then we'll come right back. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Bronxbuster Baseball on 99.9 The Rock.
At the Heartland Cancer Center in Garden City, our patients are our top priority. It is the most advanced cancer center in the state. Chemotherapy, radiation therapy, financial counseling, and supportive services are all available under one roof. You will experience an unmatched quality level of care that combines our expert team of bilingual physicians and staff with the best technology available. I am Dr. Perez Tamayo. You deserve the best. Come see us today at Heartland Cancer Center in Garden City.
With spring around the corner, it's time to put the craftsmanship of quality structures to work for you on your next building project. Whatever it is you've got planned, garage, hobby shop, ag, or equestrian, the experts at QSI will see it through from design to done. And during our annual spring sales event, you can take 3% off your entire post frame building purchase. Don't miss out. You have until March 31st to save big on your next project. Visit us at qualitystructures.com for more details.
So leave the
Welcome back to Williams Field here on the campus at Garden City Community College. We've got a new pitcher on the mound for Garden City. Trey Switfigger will take the mound, a 6'4", 170-pound freshman out of Montrose, Colorado. Right-handed pitcher. He's had 5 appearances this year. He's given up 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned. He's walked 5, struck out 8. Due up for Pratt this inning will be Jake Carroll, Gunnar Hudson, and Devin Nicholson.
Leading off for Pratt Community College here in the top of the 5th inning is a designated hitter number 5, Jake Carroll.
Carroll serving as their designated hitter, also on the roster as a catcher. Carroll batting .296 on the season, does have 2 home runs. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. This one's popped straight up in the air. Irod goes over right on the line, scoots underneath it, and can't make the play in fair territory. Jake Carroll hustles his way around to second on the pop fly that was 3.5 miles up there. That one might have been 340 yards up there. You think?
It could have been. He was really battling with the sun.
The third baseman, number 24, Gunnar Hudson.
So that'll be a double. As I look up to the scoreboard, I don't see an error pop up, so they're going to give that a base hit double. For Jake Carroll, that'll bring up Gunnar Hudson. Hudson grounded out in a fielder's choice, 6'4", back in the third, reached in the first on a base on balls. Now with the runner tying run in scoring position, as Hudson puts a bat into this one, going back as Michael Wright turns and runs to the wall, and that one is gone out of the park. 2-run shot for Gunnar Hudson. Touch 'em all, Gunnar Hudson, as he hit that one deep left over the wall, out of the park, and Pratt is back on top. Four to 3 now.
I just, put that one right down the pipe. Hudson just cranked it.
That'll bring up Devin Nicholson. Flied out to the second baseman. Grounded out to the second
The
baseman.
catcher, number 25, Devin
third.
Nicholson.
As Nicholson looks at ball 1. There's a swing in that one off Marlowe's mask. Evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swing, check swing. Yes, he did. So strike called on Devin Nicholson. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th. Again, 2-run shot by Gunnar Hudson. There's one right at Jamison, the shortstop. Jamison eats it up, fires across. Barth can't get it as Jamison's throw was low. Barth tried to pick it up out of the dirt, knocked it down, but couldn't get it back up in his glove in time to get Nicholson. So Nicholson will reach.
On at E3.
That's going to be on an air.
The shortstop, number 34, Marcelo.
So that'll bring up
Aguirre.
Marcelo Aguirre, the shortstop. Aguirre reached on a base hit. He's got 2 base hits on the day. 1 in the first, 1 in the 4th. McElvaney coming out to talk. To Schweitfiger.
Well, from what I can see up here, I mean, he's putting them, he's pounding the zone, but he's got the ball right in the middle of the strike zone. I mean, we're either, the misses that we have had are way up, and he's just living too high in the zone, and it's just giving the Pratt batters, a good opportunity to put the bat on the ball and make a play. So I think probably what if I was out talking to him, what I'd be telling him, say, hey, dude, you got to get it down in the zone, keep it low. If we're going to get something on it, let's get it on the ground so we can make a play and, forget about the error. You can't do anything about it. Just, get focused and, make your pitch.
We've talked about that a lot in the last couple of years, those outs that you should have that you don't get like that, and how hard they are to overcome. We'll see if Garden City can do it here as this one's fouled down the first base line, out of play. No balls, one strike, the count on Marcelo.
Yeah, it's hard to do when you give a team four outs in an inning or five.
Yeah, and we've seen that. There's a throw down to first base by Marlowe. Back in time is Hudson after the ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Pitch on the corner.
That was a good pitch there.
Sure. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count on Marcelo.
That was low in the zone, right on the outside corner. He didn't get a whole lot of the plate, just caught the edge.
Check swing. Didn't go.
Came back up high.
Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another one, strike 3 called. Didn't like it. Didn't matter. So Marcelo goes down looking for the first down of the inning. That'll bring up
Brendan Tauber. Number 21, Brendan Tauber.
Tauber grounded out to the shortstop back in the first. Reached on a base on balls in the second. 1 away here for Garden City. Runner on first is Nicholson. Reached on an error. There's one up high in the zone. Nicholson, no stolen bases on the season. I don't think he's a threat to go. Could be wrong. Big lead up there on first. As there's a pitch outside. 2 balls, no strike on Tauber. Pitch on the outside edge, called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike now the count on Tauber. 1 away here. Top of 5. Garden City gave up the 2-run shot to Gunnar Hudson. As a throw over, back safe. Jake Carroll first, reached with a base hit, and then Gunnar Hudson with a big shot to left field, 2-run shot. Garden City retook the lead back in the 4th for the first time in the ballgame. Didn't have it very long. Here's a swing and a miss by Tauber. Even the count up at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, he's just got to relax, settle in, and, throw his pitches.
Shortfielder comes set.
Oh, he swung.
This one fouled off the inside.
Oh, hit him. You're going to give him a hit by pitch.
Let's see what happens here, because, yeah, he was swinging on the pitch.
Say hit him on the hands.
Here comes Coach Finnegan. He wants an explanation. Because, again, I think he said he had it off the foul, but he did swing on the pitch. I seen this one on Coach's Deal I was watching this week. What's the call here? And I was kind of interested to see. This official's going to say hit my pitch. Now they're going to talk about it. They're going to go out to, the officials are going to get together out.
I'll get my Apple iPhone out here. Let's get the instant replay going here.
Nope, they're going to say he's out on the strike. So here's the call. So now we're going to see what happens. Is they're going to call, they're going to say Talbot, he's at first, they're going to say he's out. I don't know if we're going to call that a strikeout. What do you want to call that, Pilasov? Is that a strikeout?
That would be a strikeout in my book.
Okay, there you go. Pilasov's going to say that is a strikeout. So I'm going to chalk him up. Tauber chalked up as a K for the second out of the inning. And then what do you do with Nicholson? Has Nicholson got to go back, or is he going to stay on second?
I think you got to send him back to first base.
And it looks like they are. So Nicholson will stay on second. Tauber's going to be out on the swing. So 2 out here in the top of 5, and that'll bring up Mitchell Smith. Mitchell Smith flied out to the center field, had her sack bunt back in the 4th. And Nicholson back on first. There's a pitch outside, ball 1. Yep, you sure don't see that play every day.
But to me, again, I think this is all still screwed up because if he...
There's one pop straight up in the air. Marlowe can't find it.
It's back behind us.
I think it's on top. I think I just heard it hit.
But there was contact made on that baseball because it hit and went down and hit home plate and bounced back up over the catcher's head. So, you know, if it wasn't a hit by pitch, I'm thinking it should have been a foul ball, and we start over. But
see, I don't think the contact came with the bat though. I think the contact came with the forearm. So, but he was on a swing. Here's one that's going to get past Marlowe, roll up into the screen. Be a dead ball. Runner will get, Nicholson will move to second base as that one bounced clear up to the screen on top of the screen. And the count will be 2 balls, 1 strike on Mitchell Smith. Smith, the first baseman for Pratt. Swing, and this one's foul. That'll leave in the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
So yeah, that one there, that play was one that challenges your rule book because there's a lot of different things going on there that you got to make a ruling on to get it squared up and straight.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Mitchell Smith goes down. So 3 strikeouts in a row for Schwedtfiger. 3 outs after giving up the 2-run shot to Gunnar Hudson here in the top of the 5th. As we head to the bottom, Pratt back on top. 4-3. We're going to take a 60-second break, and then we'll come right back. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Bronkbuster Baseball here on 99.9 The Rock.
Come home to the quality of a D&H home.
Why do you think we've asked the question, have you walked into a modular home lately, and talked over the years of the way they are built, the insulation values, and the efficiency of building your homes? It's because here at D&H Homes, we want to help you with the floor plan design, get every detail you want for you and your family, and make it just right for the future years to come. But for us to do that, I want you to stop by D&H Homes on East Highway 50 and let us actually show you the difference before you make that final decision.
You know it's expensive to own your own rototiller, power rake, or aerator, and then where do you store those lawn and garden items when you're done with them? Garden True Value Rental has the answer. Rent all the items you want for all those lawn and garden jobs and let Garden True Value store them. If there's a repair problem, then Garden True Value will take care of it. Use that extra storage space in your garage or shed or other things and save your money by renting from Garden True Value. So buy what you want and rent what you need.
should have been out.
Welcome back to Williams Stadium here on the campus of Garden City Community College. We've got a pitching change for the Pratt Beavers as Ryan English.
Pratt, number 40, Ryan English.
Ryan English will take the mound for
Leading off the Bucks here in the bottom of the fifth
He's had 2 appearances this year.
25, Will Gardner.
Pitched 5 innings, 1.8 ERA, 8 strikeouts. He'll face Will Gardner here to start off the bottom of the 5th. Gardner looks at a ball up high. There's another pitch from Eglich. That one stays down low in the zone. 2 balls, no strikes. The count now on Gardner. There's a swing, and that's a base hit. Going to be down in front of the left fielder, Dooling. And Will Gardner will be on to start off the inning with a base hit.
The catcher number 30, Jeff Marlowe.
That'll bring up Jeff Marlowe. Jeff Marlowe, base hit back in the 4th. Kind of got things going. Was hit by pitch back in the 2nd. There's one, bounces in front of the plate. Good block there by the catcher, Nicholson. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 289 batter is Marlowe. 2 home runs on the season, 11 RBIs. Wind flags really starting to pick up now out towards left field. Starting to see a little bit more breeze than what we had here at game time. As that one's inside on Marlowe. Two balls, no strikes to count now. On the 6'3" right-hander out of Flower Mound, Texas.
Yeah, you know, we were talking, you know, about that last inning about giving teams an extra out.
Yeah.
You know, that double.
There's a shot up the middle. This one will get through for a base hit as Marlowe lines one past Aguirre. And we'll have runners on first and second with nobody out here. That'll bring up Abram Rodriguez.
26, Abram Rodriguez.
Rodriguez reached on an error back in the 4th and then grounded into a 6-4-3 double play in the 2nd.
We were talking about giving teams extra outs, you know, extra deals. And so we have that pop fly that goes clear up into the stratosphere. We can't make the play at third base. Puts the guy on first. It should have been an out, right? Next guy up, first pitch, boom, hits it over the fence. Now, instead of it being a 1-run deal with 1 out, we give up 2 runs. But, you know, hats off to Schwartfager. I mean, he settled in,
number 16,
you know, comes back, and, you know, we get the one guy on an error. We talked about that. But then settles in and strikes the next 3 up, next 3 batters down. So
here's a bunt from Rodriguez right back to the pitcher, fired across. Rodriguez is going to be out on the sac bunt, but that's going to move runners to second and third. So Rodriguez does his job and moves runners into scoring position. As now Spongberg, who's come in to run for Will Gardner as a pinch runner, will stand on third, and Jeff Marlowe will be in second.
Number 14, Mason Mitchell.
Yeah, I give the kid kudos, you know, for, you know, settling in after giving the big home run and, you know, just and striking out, you know, those last 3 batters. So, that, you know, it's a good effort, I thought, on his part.
That'll bring up Mason Mitchell, the center fielder. Mitchell reached in the 4th on an error. Base on balls in the 3rd. Mitchell came around to score in the 4th. One of those 3 runs that Garden City put up there to take the lead before they had it taken out from underneath them in the top of the 5th. Now, with runners in scoring position, here's Mitchell. He saws one off down the right field line. Right fielder coming over, makes the catch. This Cheatwood runner tags up and goes, and it'll come across, and we've got a tie ball game as Danny Spunberg, the pinch runner, tags up, does his job, and gets in on the sack fly by Mason Mitchell.
Shortstop number 5, Kyle Jameson.
Jeff Marlowe will also advance to third on the tag, so that'll bring up Kyle Jameson. Kyle Jameson also come around and scored in the fourth, struck out back in the third. As he looks at a strike. Jameson out of Pueblo, Colorado, looks at one up high and in. Evens the count at 1-all. Jameson 407 on the season, 12 RBIs. Got a man and Jeff Marlowe on third. Swing and a miss by Jameson. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count on Kyle Jameson. Only 1 out here. Oh, excuse me, 2 outs. Catch my book up here. 2 outs here. If Jameson was to reach, we'd be back to Michael Wright. Jameson lines one into center. This one, center fielder Tauber going back and makes the catch. So Jameson lines out to the center fielder on a well-hit ball. But we're back to a tie ball game. Is Garden City able to tie it up in the home half of the 5th? So as we head to the 6th, new ball game. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Bronbuster Baseball here on 99.9 The Rock.
Harley, good job on catching that football. You really took one for the team with that catch. Kind of like A&A Body Shop. No matter what is tossed their way with vehicles that need fixed up, they always work as a team and get it done. Score for A&A Body Shop. Hey Harley, let's see if we can grab some after-game snacks. A&A Body Shop, the shop in town.
Home of the car liner, baby. Garden City Community College is proudly supporting the Broncbusters to victory this school year, and they're assisting them to a victorious future. Find out all Garden City Community College has to offer. If you thought you couldn't afford college, or can't get funding for your kids or yourself, well, you can, and they can help. Visit Garden City Community College on Campus Drive in Garden City, or go online to gcccs.edu for more information. Garden City Community College. Go Broncbusters!
Welcome back to Williams Field here on the campus of Garden City Community College. We've got another pitching change. Noah McCandless will come in for Garden City. He'll relieve Trey Schwentfinger, who gave up 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 inning pitched. That one, 2 hits, cost him 2 runs there. The big home run by Gunnar Hudson. Pierce Dooling's due up for Pratt, along with Carson Cheatwood and Cooper Bradbury. Man, I'm kind of reminded myself of the great Barry Switzer today. I can't get a name right. Noah McCandless, he's had 5 appearances, 1 save, 11.1
Pratt, beginning at the top of the 6th is the left fielder number 4,
13
Pearson
strikeouts on the season. Pearson Dooley due up. He struck out his last at bat. Reached back in the second on a base on balls and was caught stealing. First pitch from McCandless outside. There's an offer from McCandless. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count now on Dooley. Big curveball from McCandless, just misses outside.
That was a big old loopy curveball.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count now on Dooley. There's one right down the middle, called strike. Evens the count at 2-all.
shakes off that call, so we'll see.
I think he wants that curveball again. It was awful close just a minute ago. There it is, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Pierce Dooling goes down swinging again. Second strikeout of the day for Dooling. First strikeout of the day
Number
for
14,
McCandless.
Carson Cheatwood.
That'll bring up the top of the lineup. Carson Cheatwood, the right fielder. Cheatwood had a base hit back in the first. Base on balls in the second, base on balls in the third. He's walked twice. Also has a couple stolen bases in there. Another curveball from McCandless, called strike.
Pitch, too.
Noah McCandless liking the curveball here. He's thrown 3, 2 for a strike, 1 for almost a strike, if that's a stat line. I don't think
Near
almost
miss.
a strike. Near miss?
Near miss.
Is that a stat line? There's another one. This one hit out to left field. Going over is Jamison. Jamison going to let it get to the wall, picks it up and fires it in. Or excuse me, that's Wright. Wright lets it get to the wall. Now gets it into Jamison. And we've got Cheatwood thinking about maybe going on over to second finally.
Well, he should have, because
Second baseman number 3,
we
Cooper
had
Bradbury.
everybody going out to take the cutoff, and we didn't have anybody guard, man in second base. I mean, we had
yeah, that's kind of everybody had shifted over.
We had Gardner coming in from right field to cover second base, and I don't know why they held him up, but good play for us.
That'll bring up Cooper Bradbury. Here's a fire over to Cheatwood again. Cheatwood's got a couple of stolen bases on the day. Bradbury flew out he reached his first at bat, base on balls, come around to score a run, and flew out to the left fielder and struck out last time. Big lead at first by Cheatwood as he again, another throw over, and Cheatwood gets back. There's a called strike on Bradbury. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top of 6. Runner at first is Carson Cheatwood for Pratt. There's another throw over, plenty of time on that one. It's Cheatwood. Bradbury steps in, left-handed batting. Cooper Bradbury. Might see a little try to hit behind the runner here. Here's the pitch. That one fouled back. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. The count on Cooper Bradbury. Here's the pitch to Bradbury. Runner goes. Here's a throw to Marlowe. Got him! Nice pitch for the second time today. Jeff Marlowe picks one off trying to steal a base. Carson Cheatwood, that would have been his second one. But he's caught stealing. Strikeout, throw out. That's the way you like it. So as we head to the bottom of 6, Garden City and Pratt tied at 4 here at Williams. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Bronbuster Baseball on 99.9 The Rock.
As a farmer or rancher, you know that agricultural land is not like other real estate. We know that too. Come see the experts in agriculture, American Ag Credit. Whether you're buying property, building, or making improvements, American Ag Credit is here to help with fixed rates, variable rates, long and short-term loans. Unique solutions tailored to your unique needs. Visit us online at agloan.com. American Ag Credit, money for agriculture.
Moment of honesty. I know Garnan sets the bar as high as it goes. And when it comes to cremation, they make a point of assuring that everything is done under their own roof, by their own professional staff, and in their own new state-of-the-art facility, and not farmed out to some off-site third-party crematory. So if I have to call on a funeral home, it'll be Garnan without question. Garnan Funeral Homes, serving all of Southwest Kansas.
Welcome back to Williams Field here on the campus of Garden City Community College. Tie ball game. Garden City
Leading off
Pratt
here in the
4
bottom
all.
of the sixth, the left fielder number 23, Michael Wright.
Eglich still on the mound for Pratt. He'll face our leadoff batter, number 23, the left fielder, Michael Wright. Michael Wright singled a base on balls and struck out. As Wright looks at a ball down low. 1 ball, no strikes, the count on Wright. Here in the the bottom of the 6th. Pitch outside. 2 balls, no strikes. 7-inning ball game here in the first, I think. And then they'll play a 9. There's one up high. 3-0 the count now on Michael Wright. .3-0 count. There's called strike. Wright thought about it. There's one down the third base line. Hudson picks it up, fires across just in time for the out. So that'll go 5-3 for the out. Michael Wright, and again, I thought Wright was going to have a chance there. Hudson kind of bobbled that one down the third base line. That'll bring up Ryan Muniz. Ryan reached back in the 4th, struck out in the 3rd, grounded out to the second baseman in the 1st. Swing and a miss by Ryan Muniz. No balls, 1 strike. Starting to hear the wind blow in on our crowd mic. As again, it kind of just continues to pick up, blowing out towards left. Called strike 2. So Ryan Muniz in a hole, 0-2 here. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th.
Springtime.
That
man.
went off the mark. Misses 1 ball.
We got flies crawling around in the press box, so it's springtime.
I don't know how they're moving in here because that's got to be the coldest place in the ballpark today. No sun shining in here. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one down low evens the count at 2-all. Two pitch. There's a drive right at the shortstop. Can't handle it, and a through as Marcelos Aguirre could not handle the hot shot line drive by Muniz. Muniz is on with the base hit.
The first baseman, number 7, Tyler Barth.
Had to bring up the first baseman, Tyler Barth. Barth has reached all 3 times today, all on base on balls. He's walked 3 times. This will be time to maybe getting it going with a nice double right here. Muniz, pretty speedy over there at first, might be able to score on a deep double. May not. This one gets away from the catcher. Muniz on his way to second. He'll be in standing up. So that'll put a runner in scoring position. Now a double would score by Barth. .365 on the season for Barth as he swing and a miss. That one evens the count at 1-all. Only 1 out here for the Bronc Busters. Again, Ryan Muniz, the second baseman, stands on second. Barth thinks about it. That one under the catcher. Picked up quick. Brings the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Barth thought about it, called strike. Barth laid on it, laid up, held up, thought it maybe just a little bit high, but called strike by home plate umpire. Evens it up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, runner Ryan Muniz at second. Tyler Barth at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's one right at Hudson. Hudson picks it up, looks the runner back, now fires across the diamond and gets Barth at first. Nice play there by the third baseman, Hudson. So that one will go 5-3 for the second out of the inning. Muniz will have to stay at second.
39, Miguel Ramos.
That'll bring up Miguel Ramos. Miguel's grounded out to the second baseman, grounded out to the shortstop, and flew out to the right fielder, his last at bat. Ryan Muniz stands at second. The go-ahead run stands at second. Miguel Ramos, the designated hitter. First pitch called strike. See what Ramos thinks about this one. That one stays up high. Ball 1 evens the count of 1-1.
Tried to come back at him with a curveball and just missed way up high in the zone.
Ramos listed as a right-handed pitcher on the roster. 5'11" out of Wichita, Kansas. As that one's down low in the dirt. Brings the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. .392 batter, .286 in conference play so far this year.
No!
That one hit him, hit by pitch as Ramos takes one off of the elbow. He's going to hustle down to first. And that'll bring up, I believe that's Cullen Glosson. Let's see who we've got. Again, you had, that's Cullen Glosson will now be in for Garner. We're going to have a talk here as the coach heads out to talk to Eglich. Glosson out of Akron, Colorado, Otis High School. Only hitting .250. He is 0-4 in conference play. Left-handed batter. He'll come in to replace Will Gardner in right field. There's Gardner, they pinch run. Pinch ran for Gardner back in the last inning.
Now batting for Garden City, number 4, Colin Glosson.
Spongberg came in and scored. Freshman out of Omaha. But they'll put Colin Glosson in here at the plate with runners at first and second, 2 out here. Tie ball game. Here's the pitch. That bat outside to Glosson. Muniz stands at second. Ramos at first. Of course, Ramos reached on that hit by pitch. Muniz on a base hit. There's a look back at second base. One ball, no strikes. Excuse me, the count on Colin Glosson. Here's the pitch. That one stays outside for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Now the count on Glosson. Glosson 5 RBIs on the season.
Just be patient. I think Eglich might give him one.
Glosson with tremendous patience at the plate as he looks at another ball outside. 3 balls, no strikes now on Colin Glosson. Glosson will battle in there, a kid that, sees his own well. Very good eyesight there at the plate. Very picky. Glosson deep on the plate, toes all the way up on the chalk on the inside of the left-handed batter's box. There's another look back.
Yeah, we're trying to get somebody warmed up here in the bullpen.
They've got another guy up down there. It's hard to see from here. Got his back to us, can't see a number. It does Pratt. Here's the pitch to Glosson. Ball 4, and that loads him up. So Colin Glosson draws the walk. That'll line him. That'll load him up for Garden City. With the catcher Jeff Marlowe.
Catcher number 30, Jeff Marlowe.
Marlowe was hit by a pitch back in the second, had a base hit in the fourth and a base hit in the fifth. It looks like we're going to have a pitching change here as the coach comes out. Let's see what he's going to do here. Yep, calls to the bullpen, so we're going to go to the bullpen. Tell you what, let's take a 2-minute break, and then we'll come right back with our new pitcher. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Garden City Baseball here on 99.9 The Rock.
You've been hearing those ads for C-Bar H.
We got it.
Well, they do have it, or they'll figure out a way for you to get it if possible. From the do-it-yourselfers to the experienced, C-Bar H helps you find the products to help you complete your projects. From the farm to town, check with C-Bar H first before you make that purchase. And while you're there, browse on Nextdoor under the same roof and check out all the departments in Crazy House. 2 great stores under one roof. One stop and you are done. C-Bar H, North Campus Drive in Garden City.
When it's time for your vehicle service work, take it to Lop Motors in Dodge City. The technicians at Lop Motors are ASC certified and factory trained. Enroll in their oil change package for most makes and models and pay only $25 plus tax on your oil change. This includes 5 quarts of non-synthetic oil and a full inspection of your vehicle. Put your family's safety in the hands of a service department who won't settle for anything less than the best. Lop Motors, your largest Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram truck dealer in all of Western Kansas, under the Great American flag in Dodge City.
Whether you want to completely renovate your building or just need to repair your damaged doors, Morton Buildings has you covered. Morton Buildings has over 115 years of experience in the construction industry, which means we have completed a wide variety of repairs. And get this, even if it's not a Morton building, we are happy to provide repairs on any of your building's needs. Contact your local Morton office today at 620-275-4105.
With Kansas Farm Bureau health plans, you'll find affordable Medicare supplement coverage that helps cover certain out-of-pocket expenses Medicare doesn't cover. We encourage you to compare our rates. Contact a Farm Bureau Financial Services agent near you or visit kfbhealthplans.com. Medicare supplements insured by Members Health Insurance Company, Columbia, Tennessee. Not connected with or endorsed by the U.S. or state government.
And we're back here at Williams Field. Cason Long on the mound now for Pratt. 6'3" freshman out of Salina South High School. Flamethrower. Likes to throw the heat, misses on his first pitch to Jeff Marlowe. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, Garden City bases loaded. 2 out here. Tie ball game. Like a little curveball action right there. Misses up high on Marlowe. 2 balls, no strikes. Long comes set, throws. Here's one fouled straight back. Brings the count to 2 balls, 1 strike on the catcher, Jeff Marlowe. Marlowe, 2 base hits, and 1 hit by pitch today. Here's the pitch. That one called strike. Evens it up at 2-2 on the catcher, Jeff Marlowe. Marlowe out of Flower Mound, Texas. 289 hitter, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs on the season. Here's a pitch. Fouled straight back to the wall. Marlowe was on that one, just missed underneath. Deuces wild again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th, tie ball game. Bases loaded. Ducks on the pond. Here's the pitch from Long. Going down low. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the count.
Well, another opportunity for us here, with 2 outs. We can get another 2-out rally going. Put another crooked number on the board.
Runners will be moving on the pitch. 3 runs, 3 strikes. Here we go. Dead ball. Timeout at the plate. I didn't know what that was. Marlowe called time. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Runners will be going on the pitch again. There goes the runners. Here's the pitch. Marlowe fouls that one back. Looked like Long came with a little off-speed curveball maybe up top right there. Marlowe fouls it back to the screen.
Oh, it's good hitting, though. You got to stay alive.
We'll do it again. Right. Some guys will lay off something like that and kind of leave it in the hands of the umpire, and that's not necessarily where you want it. Runners go. Here's the pitch. There's one foul down the first baseline. I was watching something on the internet the other day. I was watching a game in the majors. Guy had 22 pitch at bat.
Yeah, I heard about that
22, 23 pitch, something like that. 20-some pitches at bat. 20-some pitch at bat. And ended up getting walked. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded. Here's the pitch. That one fouled down the right line. Headed towards the fence. Will get down. And Marlowe will continue to battle at the plate. That one might have been a ball if Marlowe would have let that one go. But again, Marlowe wants to keep the bat in his hands, not put it in the umpire's hands. So he's swinging at anything that's close.
Well, this is a great at-bat. I mean, we're sitting on the 9th pitch of this at-bat.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners going. There's the line drive into left field. That going back at the wall. That one's down. 1 runner comes across. 2 runs come across. 3 runs come across for the Bronkbuster. And a big double by the catcher, Jeff Marlowe. 2-out double by Marlowe as Muniz, who'd been on the bases forever, comes across and scores. Ramos comes across and scores. And Cullen Glosson will end up scoring from first as the runners were moving on the pitch.
And that was huge. 2-out double.
Number 26, awesome. Ibram Rodriguez.
So 3 runs score, put Garden City up by 3 now. 7-4 with Jeff Marlowe, the catcher, on second. That'll bring up Ibram Rodriguez. Ibram had a sac bunt his last time at bat. This pitch down low by Long.
So that was a 10-pitch at-bat for Marlowe. Full count and then fouled off. I got four pitches that were fouled off before he got the one right down the middle of the plate that he could drive to left center field. So that was a great piece of hitting by Marlowe.
There's a curveball for a strike against Rodriguez. So 1 ball, 1 strike now the count. Yeah, that's a dangerous one right there. But again, you're running 2 outs. Everybody's moving. I mean, Glosson scores from first there, but he was halfway, to the shortstop position. And we got time, no pitch. Ibram Rodriguez grounds back to the pitcher, but the umpire's got his hands up saying no pitch. No pitch. No pitch. I'm not for sure. The umpire heard time, called time. That's the way that call should be made, Coach. Because we've had a time in our career that I can remember back where they wouldn't grant that right there, and we had a balk. Because the pitcher thought he called time. I remember that. I will always remember that. So here we are, 1 ball, 1 strike. Second base umpire out having a conversation with Jeff Marlowe. I don't know if Marlowe had a question or what there. But we're back underway. Marlowe at second. Irod at the plate. There's a drive by Irod up to the right field. This one shallow right. Right fielder coming on. Basket catch by Cheatwood, and that'll finish the inning. So Rodriguez flies out to the right fielder for the third out. But Garden City, 3 runs on 2 hits on no errors to take the lead. 7-4 as we head to the top of 7. Garden City needs to do their job. 3 outs away from a win here in the first game. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Bronc Buster Baseball on 99.9 The Rock.
America is at work, from farms to construction sites to factories. Millions of people operate tractors and heavy equipment every day to help keep America strong and growing. When operating dump trucks or equipment with booms or other extensions, watch out for overhead electrical lines. Make sure there's adequate clearance, because coming in contact with those lines could result in a tragedy. For more safety information, visit weci.net and click on the Safety tab. An important safety message brought to you by Wheatland Electric, delivering energy for life, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
The Keller-Leopold story is one that's evolved over 3 generations of hard work and community partnerships. Long-standing relationships have been formed by the families they protected from tragedy and hardship. Share your story with Keller-Leopold. Give them a chance to help you protect your family and your dreams. Keep your story alive for generations to come. Learn more at kellerleopold.com.
Things happen. Propane heats our homes and shops, can supplement irrigation engines. And did you know that you can order a new vehicle fitted to operate on propane? Garden City Propane is a local, family-owned company that can help you maximize your fuel dollars with safe and affordable options. They have tanks, can get parts, and provide reliable delivery by people that have lived here and been in the business for years. So you never have to worry. Contact Garden City Propane today to find out more.
United Wireless believes in delivering value to their customers and supporting our local communities. United continues to invest in their network, their people, and our communities here in Southwest Kansas. So when it's time to update your cell phone or get a new cell phone service, United Wireless would like the chance to earn your business. Switch to United Wireless today and join the United team in supporting Southwest Kansas. Find them online at unitedwireless.com.
Welcome back to Williams as we head to the top of the 7th. Garden City puts up 3 in the 6th to take the lead 7-4. Now on the mound for Garden City, be the Garden City closer, Caleb Ayers, number 11, 6'4", 175-pound freshman out of Meade, Colorado. Ayers has appeared in 8 games so far this season. First pitch from Ayers called strike. As he faces Jake Carroll. 0-1 to count. Carroll, of course, with a base hit back in the 5th. 1 in the 3rd, and a sack bunt in the 1st. Another swing and miss, now 0-2 count on Jake Carroll. Carroll had a good seat for that 2-run shot by Gunnar Hudson, who Ayers will face next. As Carroll was standing on first when he hit that shot. Called strike 3. Won't be this time. Jake Carroll goes down looking for out number 1. That'll bring up the man that hit the 2-run shot, Gunnar Hudson, the 3rd baseman. He grounded down to the shortstop in a fielder's choice back in the 3rd.
Gunnar Hudson.
Reached on a base on balls in 1st, and again, 2-run shot back in the 5th.
Well, Ayers looking sharp, man. 3 pitches, 3 strikes.
He's looked good all season. Here's a grounder down the first baseman, scooped up by Barth. They're going to say that was a fair ball. Yeah, now they're calling it. One of the umpires, I thought, was about to look at that one as foul, and then the home plate umpire said, no, that's a fair ball. As he fielded it, he did field it in fair territory. His feet was in foul territory, but he fielded it in fair territory.
The glove
was on the bag
right over
side.
the top of the bag is what I thought.
Yeah, his glove was on the bag side there, and that should be unassisted first base out for out number 2. Now they're going to have another conversation. I'm not going to write anything else in my scorebook here.
Yeah, I know.
You don't know how this is going to go. Again, sharp ground ball down the first base line, and the first base umpire, and it's not he's not going to call the foul there. I mean, foul or fair there. He's watching the back, but he did make a motion with these hands, and it wasn't a fair or a foul motion. It was just maybe even a time motion. But Barth fielded the ball on the dirt side.
Out.
I'm going to say he's out. So that'll be unassisted out at 3, and we've got 2 outs. And Devin Nicholson will be at bat for
The
Pratt.
catcher, number 25, Devin Nicholson.
So here we go. Ayers has got 4 pitches, 2 outs. Close the door right here.
Ayers has 2 wins on the season. He's only given up 6 hits, 3 in conference play. 10 strikeouts, 6 in conference play. Tall right-handed pitcher. Comes set with the ball at his belt. Here's the pitch. That one off Marlowe to the backstop for ball 1. Nicholson reached on an error back in the 5th, grounded out to the second baseman in the 3rd, and flew out to the second baseman in the 1st. Pitch on the outside corner called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
2-1. 2 balls and a strike.
I'm sorry, 2 balls and a strike. Here's Ayers the pitch. This one driven into left field. Michael Wright coming on. Wright makes the catch for the 3rd out.
And that's your ball game. Final score, Garden City 7, Pratt 4.
So that's a ball game. No runs on no hits. Your final score here, Garden City 7, Pratt 4. So Garden City trails most of the ball game and comes back to win it. Tell you what, folks, let's take a 4-minute break, and we'll get our stats totaled up here, and we'll have our post-game stats ready for you when we come back. Garden City victorious in game number 1, 7-4. We'll be back in 4 minutes. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Bronkbuster Baseball on 99.9 The Rock.
With temperatures that have been so cold, Robinson Furniture in Garden City wants to warm things up so you can be ready for that spring furniture facelift at great savings. It's a store-wide sale. Everything will be marked on sale, and on top of that, we will warm things up even more with extended financing of up to 60 months with 0% interest. Right now, take advantage of in-stock mattresses that are ready for delivery or pickup. It's been a long, cold winter, so head to Robinson Furniture and warm your home up with new furniture. And thank you for shopping with us.
Whether you want to completely renovate your building or just need to repair your damaged doors, Morton Buildings has you covered. Morton Buildings has over 115 years of experience in the construction industry, which means we have completed a wide variety of repairs. And get this, even if it's not a Morton building, we are happy to provide repairs on any of your building's needs. Contact your local Morton office today at 620-275-4105.
You always dreamed about owning your first house, or car, or business, but you also had nightmares. Introducing the May Only My Good Dreams Come True policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
For details, contact Neil Hawley, agent at Neil Hawley Agency Incorporated. Call 620-275-6833 or stop by 1105 East Kansas Plaza in Garden City today.
Hi, this is Tony Weedle with Hydro Resources. Now is an excellent time for maintenance, repair, or changes to your water well and pumping system. Was your pump vibrating, pumping air, down in capacity, pumping some sand, or not efficient? Has it been several years since it was serviced? Have it worked on now during the off-season so you are ready for next spring. Don't wait. Call the professionals at Hydro Resources at 620-277-2389 to discuss your need.
Here at American Implement, we're proud to be part of the communities we serve. And that's the reason we support local youth through scholastic activities like FFA, 4-H band, and sports. We firmly believe that the right activity can bring out the best qualities every child has to offer. And we wholeheartedly want to support and be involved with that. It's part of our responsibility as a good neighbor, and we're proud to call your community our home also.
Farmers Insurance Rodrigo Ruvalcaba Agency is proud to be a supporter of the Garden City Bronkbusters, understanding your needs both with the business and personal challenges. Rodrigo is here to discuss options with you to get you only the coverage you need and none of what you don't. Farmers Insurance Agent Rodrigo Ruvalcaba, always here for you and supporting the community. See him at 503 Main Street. Go Bronkbusters.
At the Heartland Cancer Center in Garden City, our patients are our top priority. It is the most advanced cancer center in the state. Chemotherapy, radiation therapy, financial counseling, and supportive services are all available under one roof. You will experience an unmatched quality level of care that combines our expert team of bilingual physicians and staff with the best technology available. I am Dr. Perez Tamayo. You deserve the best. Come see us today at Heartland Cancer Center in Garden City.
Lewis Automotive Group in Hayes, Dodge City, Garden City, Liberal, and Topeka treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. They know you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, they enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow Lewis to demonstrate their commitment to excellence. They encourage you to browse their online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. You can also request more information about a vehicle using their online form. For more information, go online to buylewis.com, where you always get it for less.
Welcome back to Williams Field here on the campus of Garden City Community College. Again, Garden City comes out victorious in game one, 7-4. Garden City does it on 8 hits, scores 7 runs on 8 hits. They had 2 errors in the game. I want to thank you and welcome you guys into the Prudential Insurance Greg Calzanetti postgame show. For Pratt, they score 4 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. Garden City struggled at first as, again, they go 3 up, 3 down in the first inning. Only as Cootie comes out and pitches 4 good innings for Pratt. Garden City does not get on the scoreboard until the 4th inning. 4th inning as they bring in as Cootie starts to get tired, then Garden City